Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of Monster Survival. I have been making some great progress on this Feed the Beast mod pack, and I have so much to show you. We might make this a two-part episode. So, let's get started with the farm. It is growing. The main thing I wanted to show you is there is like a 2% chance of getting a ender seed from these ender lilies, and I've actually filled up the entire area so much I've got plenty of ender seeds, so plenty of ender pearls. That's a good thing, because with those ender pearls, as I told you last episode, I needed them so I could make some ender chests and some ender tanks. Now my smeltery is working away just fine. If you remember, I said you don't need to keep the seared tank full of lava, because every window is a tank, and when one tank runs out, it just randomly picks another one to choose from. So that's a good thing. I've also upgraded my applied Energistics ME system to where I now have access right here at the Tinkerer's table, which is great. This has become basically my #1 main workshop. Anything that I'm trying to build, my items that I use on a regular basis, and if I just need something from the system, it's all right here. So yeah, this is where I've been hanging out 99% of the time when I'm crafting or building or designing. Over here is the advanced genetics. I have been dying to show this to you. There's not much information on the wiki because it's such a new mod, but the beauty of this mod is it's so intuitive. When you go and actually look up the recipes, this is the first thing on the recipe, so you build it first. Next one on the recipe, you build it second. And so you just basically build them in order. You don't need a whole lot of tools either. You just need a simple scraper and a syringe, and you're off and running. With the scraper, you just need to get skin cells from different creatures and mobs around the world. Alright. Now, I knew for a fact, I had mentioned this once before, I wanted to get flight ability. This one right here. Got that from a bat. And now, one of the problems with a lot of these is you pretty much need to gather a lot of them, because you're not always successful on your first attempt. So just to give you an example, we went and scraped a horse, some skin cells. All right, let me put that away. Well, after you have your skin cells, you need to analyze those skin cells to see what the DNA is. Break the skin down to its individual cells. All right. Now, once you've broken the cell down to the cellular level, you need to break it down to the DNA level. So you use a DNA extractor, but you still don't know what is on the DNA. It's encrypted. So you put it into the DNA decryptor, and it will basically tell you what it is. All right. Once you figure out what it is, you can put it into the splitter. Now, the splitter, if it only has one gene, there's nothing to split. But things like, say, the sheep will have a basic gene, a woolly gene, an eat grass gene, and you can choose which gene you want to actually split away and utilize. Now, once you have the gene you're looking for, you want to put it in the breeder. Right now, I'm trying to breed an infinity gene. Well, to feed it, I need a basic gene. Now, different abilities require different quantities of breeding. Some 6, some are 8. This one needed 18. Now, once you actually have a completed gene for the ability you want, you're going to have to get a sample of blood from where you want to apply it. In this case, I want to apply it to myself. So I'll take the syringe, I'll stab myself in the eye, and went blind. That's okay, it only lasts for a second. Now, once we have the blood, we have to run it through the centrifuge. This will separate the blood from the genetic code, which is what we want to do. So we now have a centrifuged blood. We want to combine our blood with the gene of the ability we're looking for. In this case, we're going for infinity. Another thing I like about these machines, the machines are really easy to build. They don't require a lot of resources and not a whole lot of power. These are all run off of standard solar power. All right, once you've combined them, you have to put it back into the centrifuge. This kind of like shakes up your cocktail a bit. And you now have a combined blood of the skill you want. You have to stab yourself again, right in the eye. All right, now this time you'll get a little sick and nauseous, but it only lasts for just a few seconds because it is altering your genetic code, your DNA. Here is a trick I learned the hard way. Once you have done that, take another blood sample. You're probably asking, why do I want to do that? This is a backup. If you should ever die, you lose your genetic abilities. Now, these leftover organic drops or skin scrapings you don't need. I just been throwing them in the fireplace. Now, you're probably wondering, what the heck is infinity? Well, if you build yourself an infinity bow, all you need is one arrow, and it's an infinity arrow. But wouldn't you know, I'm out of arrows. Let's make an arrow real quick. So we need some flint. Just need one of those. We need some sticks. Just need one of those. And we need some feathers. Just need one of those. Alright. Top, middle, bottom. Arrows. Too many of those. Alright. Let's go try out our newfound ability. Alright. Now remember, we only have 4 arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm not quite sure how genetic code gives you an infinite number of arrows, but you know what? Because I keep running out of arrows, it's a nice thing to have. Now another thing I like about the genetics, I can fly! This is awesome. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do this. Whee! This is as good as being in creative mode. Watch, I'll do a flyby. Haha. In fact, because of this flying ability, I do a lot of flybys. I get my beheading sword. Ooh, a pack. He's got a sword. I need to try and make friends with those. They're kind of like villagers. You can become friends with them. Die. 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 Haha. Alright, being able to fly is awesome. Ooh, especially for guys like this. Need to get the wisps. Critical! Oh, and these guys. Yeah! Oh, I'm having way too much fun. Alright, let's go back in. We'll finish our tour. We'll finish playing around later. Alright. Get me some monster jerky here. And heal up. Anyway, again, advanced genetics. If you're playing any type of Feed the Beast and you want the ability to fly, give it a try. Some of the other abilities that I've done is not only fly, no fall. It's a no-brainer. You jump down a crevice, no damage. Water breathing, once again, you go underwater, no damage. Infinite milk, don't ask where my udders is. Resistance, swim in lava. Now this is a funny one. Although I do not burn and I do not take damage, it still does the damage effect. The tick, 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 tick. So it's kind of annoying, but it's still a good thing to have. And now, of course, now I have Infinity, which I can name that on an iron anvil. So they're all backups just in case I do die, because I'm still vulnerable. This is not creative. I'm not invulnerable. In fact, I just got shot in the back of the head. Maybe I better put my armor back on. Oh, the backpack. I found the backpack on a skeleton. Skeleton had it. I picked it up. Haven't figured out how to use it yet. So it's become part of my uniform, which is not a bad thing. All right. Let's take off my glasses, put on my armor. Every little bit helps. All right. Once again, I am running out of storage because I've got quarries for days. I did kind of fix my power problem a little bit. I will show you that here. My quarries are going away. Ender chest goes into there. I wish somebody would have told me about this. I kept filling up my 64K storage because of the mere fact it only holds 63 types of items. Well, in Feed the Beast, not only do you have more than 63 items, you have 160 pages of items that can fill up your ME system. So I have a lot of onesies and twosie items taking up a spot. Well, I found out if I just get one of these fuzzy storage buses, I can connect any chest to the system, and that way my onesie and twosie items can go in here without taking up my memory storage. So I've always wondered why in all the videos I've watched they would have a whole bunch of chests and an ME system, and I couldn't figure out why. Now I know why. That's why. So if I ever have an overflow, it just puts it in here. So and I'm thinking of some other ideas with how to use these. Like for example, you can tell it do not pull out of the chest. Okay, like for example, my energy crystals. They are not in the ME system, only in here because I'm working on an industrial craft project. But I can still access them. Isn't that cool? So even though it's in a chest that doesn't go in or out of the system, I can still access it. And I can access it from, of course, anywhere I put up a terminal. Alright, I have been trying to figure out how to recycle a lot of the sword drops. I have tried an iron furnace, an electric furnace, an induction furnace, a macerator, a blast furnace, another blast furnace, a magma crucible. Nothing will recycle. In fact, this thing is a waste. It has lava, but in order to get any heat, you got to put in coal. Why? you've already got lava. What does coal do? So this, uh, just to get the temperature up to 600 degrees took 4 stacks of coal. The only reason I haven't torn it down yet is I wanted to show you that I did give it a try. It's not worth it. The only thing that seems to work is the recycler, but it doesn't actually recycle. It basically it smashes it into nothing. It's like a trash can. Now the only advantage of that is every now and then, if I recycle something, it might have a percentage of giving me some scrap material. Now I've looked up this scrap material. The only thing you can use it for is fertilizer. So again, I don't know. I might never use it. Now, what I have found that works great, this is my storage tank for lava. This lava is being shipped in from the Nether. Right now it's turned off because I actually wanted you to see the tank. I wanted you to see what it was doing, how much of a tank it was. This is going out to all my quarries. So it comes in from the Nether, goes out to the quarries, and we'll take a visit on one of those real quick. Alright, so let's take a real quick nap. We'll go outside. Alright, let's go outside. Got some elevators going here. Oh, wait a minute. There was one thing I wanted to show you real quick. Need this. And bear with me. And this. All right. Now, I showed you the advanced genetics on myself, but you can also do advanced genetics on mobs. So, remember I was having trouble making wool? I needed string, and I was growing cotton. Well, I took a sample of Dinnerbone's blood, I mixed it, and look what I made here. Anybody know who Dolly is? Dolly was the first genetically cloned sheep. So now I have infinite wool because Dolly gives me wool. Isn't that awesome? Okay. My chickens keep dying, and I don't know why. I'm not sure if they're glitching out or what. But it looks like I am missing Betsy. Betsy was able to give me milk. Betsy is missing. So it looks like I'm going to have to inject one of these guys with infinite milk. But you get the idea. Alright. So no need for a sheep farm. No need for a cow farm. In fact, I don't even need leather because all I gotta do is take rotten flesh, put it in an oven. I have leather. So, yeah, no farm. Alright. Out here I have still been growing. Hey, stop knocking. Out here I have finally started growing some of my silverwood trees to get rid of the eerie biome, but it's fighting. It's fighting because of this guy. I've finally made a thermometer, And you can see that this aura node is a sinister node, so it is battling. It is constantly trying to convert this biome. I still haven't gotten rid of it yet because I need it. Each of these trees actually does have a pure node in it, so it's a battle. They're fighting. I went ahead and used this as my portal since I already had the obsidian here. And it looks kind of cool. Let's take a quick trip to the nether and I'll show you what I've been doing on that side. Whoa. I love being able to fly. I'm going to have to wall that off or something. Alright. Basically, I wanted to keep zombies... actually, not just the pigment zombies. This Feed the Beast pack has a lot of nasties in it. I don't want them coming through the portal, so I just walled it off. And this is hardened glass, so gas fireballs can't kill it. Alright. Out here is my exit. And look at all that lava. What can I do with all that lava? Well, right here I've got a little pump. So I just turn on these pumps. Gotta have a chunk loader, because once I leave the chunk, it shuts down. Actually, I only need one. As it pumps the lava, it fills up this ender tank, sends it back to the overworld, and I have infinite lava. So, power problem solved. Just that simple. Now, it doesn't fill up here because it's actually being extracted at the other end. So that's my pump. That's my lava source. Yes, I did die while I was terraforming down here. Evidently, pigmen don't like it when you mine their minerals. They get very, very upset. And they will attack you. You break a nether quartz, you might as well have punched one of those guys in the face. They will swarm you. And of course, if you don't have flight ability at the time, makes for a very, very bad day. Alright, look what I got going up here. Yes, this is a quarry in the nether. Alright, I've come in here a couple of times and found dozens of ghasts. I just fly around and kill them. Now, another thing about this modified nether, you see all the fire? Evidently, some of the materials that get dug up are volatile, like nitroglycerin. If they get jarred or shaken, they explode. So, at random, as the quarry digs, it causes little mini explosions. Now, this thing is already paid for itself. It has found cobalt. It has found, what's that other one? Ardite and platinum. So, very, very good quarry. Take a quick look at the quarry system. Alright. Quarry, the items go into an ender chest, which goes to the overworld. I showed you where that's at. This lava comes from the overworld back to here. It powers dynamo, which powers the electrical engines. And I've got my chunk loader. Very compact. Very portable. I don't have a whole lot of piping going anywhere. So I can drop those down anywhere I want and just gather resources. One of the locations I would like to go, actually there's several locations now that I think of it. Twilight Forest, put a quarry there. The Deep Dark, put a quarry there. Mystcraft Age, put a quarry there. There are so many locations I want to put up a quarry, and with my system, I can. It's so portable, so easy, and using the ender tanks for power and the ender chest for storage, what more could you want? You know, all the only problem I really have now is where to put all the stuff. All right, I got one going over here. This is the Mesa biome. I tried to put one in each biome. All right, same setup. Ender chest, ender tank, magmatic dynamo. I tried putting a hardened energy cell to try and just in case I ran out of lava, but it doesn't charge up, so I just eliminated that. And a chunk loader. Chunk loaders are so inexpensive to build. As long as you've got the memory in your system to handle it, you should definitely build one. All right. Only one more quick stop. I gotta show this off real quick. My trophy rack. I'm not even trying to collect trophies. Remember I was telling you about the gas in my quarry? After I killed 6 in a row, this thing dropped. I don't know where he came from. And this guy downstairs, because it's so dark down here, he just showed up and I killed him. Woo. Looks like this guy's almost done. Alright. Doing good on diamonds. Get up. Get up, get up. There we go. Alright. Last stop. Alright. As you know, this is basically all my workshop and power production and my genetics lab. In here, I still have my ores. Oh, if you remember, I had the blackout curtain. I had to get rid of it. Although the blackout curtain covered these blocks, and I had torches here, it registered as being able to spawn mobs. Well, of all mobs, a creeper spawned, and as I showed up one day, he blew up on me. So I turned it into a door. Ooh, had the light on. And now I can get in and out just fine. Alright, all my berries are growing. Just thought I'd show that real quick. Alright, so I started building down on the second story, sub-basement. Alright, I cleared all this out, and I modified this a little bit. And do you recognize any of this? That's right, Thaumcraft. This is going to be the Thaumcraft room, and this is where I'm going to put my pedestal. And yeah, it's a work in progress. For the mere fact, Thaumcraft is hard. I'm having a hard time learning it. So maybe next week I'll have a little bit more to show on that. But I just want to give you a little tease of the direction we're going. In fact, I've already made me some goggles. Boy, don't I look cool now. All right. That's about all we have for today. Really good progress. I'm absolutely loving this Feed the Beast. I got tons of projects going on at the same time. But there's still so much more that I want to do. I still want to, like I said, finish my Thaumcraft and work on maybe a Mystcraft room where I can start going and exploring other locations. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Leave a comment, leave a like, share this with your friends. And as always, I will see you next time.